Durbin.
the first game
The
between
winner advances, as we
doubles
said a
teams
little
of
bit earlier.
Durbin,
And instead of individual play, this is
Sliker
doubles
and
play.
Weber.
Now, Dick Weber shooting first for the number 4 team, the veteran and many-time winner Mike Durbin.
Yes, Chris, and this is the lane that Mike Durbin has chosen to bowl on all of his games. Going a little bit high, leaving that 9-10 split, which is not a really easy split, according to the lane condition they've had this week.
So, of course, the teammates sitting on the bench or on the chairs here, just hoping that the teammate at work, Mrs. Gil Sliker, whom you're looking now, that Mike Durbin can convert here in the very first frame.
Oh,
no, just
almost
missed the 9. So it's an open. And getting up now for the number 5 team, one of the largest bowlers on the tour, and he's Pete Weber's partner here today, Mark Fahy, at 215 pounds. He's a 23-year-old professional from Chicago.
And this one nice fella too, Chris.
Oh, former Golden Gloves heavyweight boxer. Mark Fahy leaving the 10-pin on the right lane.
And you'll notice that Mark uses a little hesitation on his push away, and then he'll get a great, strong backswing with a crisp follow through. That's how he gets such a heavy roll on the ball.
And his cross lane shot comes up, and solidly hits the 10-pin here at the Showboat Lanes in Las Vegas. We are live. And now, 18-year-old Pete Weber. He is coming up for the first time in our Doubles Classic Finals. He was on our telecast last year. First time this year. Pete finished 4th in the Long Island Open. Sporting News Rookie of the Year. Delightful guy. You have a great son there, Richard.
Like his old man, right?
Sure. Oh, and he comes up with a high hit. And, well, you see the result. It's a 4, 6, 7, 10. What do you do here, Dick?
Well, from Dad's point of view, he threw that ball slow, and he's trying to be a little bit too careful with it. But he should go for the 2 pins and try to bounce the one of the pins out of the pit to carry the other 2 if possible.
And the young man with one of the highest backswings in all of bowling, 18-year-old Pete Weber. So actually here now, demarking with a spare Mark Fahy, an open frame for the Fahy Weber team, and up for the first time today is the other half of the Durbin Sliker team. Gil Sliker, 30 years old, from Washington, New Jersey. All right, a big hit for Gil Sliker and his teammate. You saw just gave him the modern-day handshake for a job well done.
Might note, Chris, that Gil Sliker is the only one on the foursome here that is using a soft rubber ball. All the rest of the fellas are using a hard, medium soft plastic ball.
Last time, excuse me, Durbin left the 9. Very light pocket hit, but there is a big double for that number 4 team, Dick Weber, and quickly out to a 15-pin lead as we see the shot replayed.
And a good mixing ball.
Yep, that makes it.
Mixing the pins around. You know, Mike is the only one on the tour that has used a 3, 4, and a 5-step delivery and 1 with all.
Marking with a spare now in the 3rd frame for his team. Crossing over.
Oh,
yes. He's good at that. Mark has done that often out here on the tour, and of course his partner Pete Weber loved it. Now remember, they're shooting for a $22,000 first prize, and it's the first time in the 20 years that we have covered the PBA Doubles Classic. So the combined scoring of the 2 bowlers, 1 game will be the total score. In other words, the same as an individual would bowl a single game. Oh, the young man ran that one out, and so they're answering back, showing that they're made of the stuff that makes champions, and now with a pair.
Dennis.
They're smiling but disappointed. The alternates, they finished sixth. Wayne Webb on the right of Tucson, Arizona, and Mike Albee of Indianapolis, Indiana, finishing sixth.
Might know, too, Chris, that Mike Albee really had his problems here this week. And by the way, he won his PBA National Championship here against Earl Anthony when he was 19. But he had his problems this week.
Now from Washington, New Jersey, of the Durbin Sliker team, Gil, with a very short approach, goes to the line. Has a high hit, and unlike Pete, the 10-pin went out, leaving the 4-6-7.
And he did the same thing that Pete did. He let up on that ball a little bit. When you let up on the ball will snap at the end and go to that nose quickly, and you see the results. Bad.
All right, and we're getting some open frames here in our very first game at the Showboat Lanes in Las Vegas. Mike Durbin, Chagrin Falls, Ohio. So that's the way to come back after an open frame, and we see it so often. So now up to the other team is hefty 6-footer Mark Fahy.
And right here is when the team really wants to put the pressure on, because now they can take advantage of the opening that Durbin and Sliker had and take about a 20-pin lead.
Got that double working for them now. The number 5 team. So they have a 3-bagger. And Pete Weber is up and can extend it to 4. Coming up here in the 6th frame now of our first game. The winner of this match will meet Joe Berardi and Jeff Moran. The winner of that game, Tom Baker and Joe Hutchison. And then the winner of the semifinal will go against our tournament leaders, Earl Anthony and Nelson Burton Jr.
Here's your exclusive Happy Weather Saturday, a nice holiday, 81 for your high, 81 tomorrow.
4 in a row for the young men. 30-year-old Gil Sliker is up, and his teammate, of course, is the veteran at 40 years of age, Mike Durbin, winner of 8 PBA titles.
87 degrees for your high. Sunday it's cooler and less humid, and 78 high. At least we got another
Oh, and they needed that one.
That's a bad break there.
8-10, they were going for a double, they needed it.
Let's take a look at Gil Sliker's footwork here, and you'll notice it's very slow and very deliberate, nicely paced. But one thing that he does wrong is end up too far behind that foul line. He extends the length of that bowling lane and makes it more difficult.
Gil Sliker, who's averaged winning better than 40,000 the past 3 years, but still looking for his first PBA title. Now Mike Durbin, winner of 8 titles, 15-year PBA member. Just didn't come up.
You know, Chris, Mike Durbin is an incredible individual. I mentioned that he has won with 3, 4, and 5 steps. The only bowler to do that. This week he's taking 4. But also he's one of the few bowlers that has won with a semi-roller on the bowling ball and also a full roller. So he's an incredible individual.
And Mr. Versatile covers the 4-pin as Berardi and his teammate warm up to the right. They'll meet the winner. We'll be back with Mark Fahy bowling here at the Showboat Lanes in Las Vegas after this. Years past and this year included, it's been individual competition. The scoring here in the Doubles Classic is like individual because the 2 bowlers sort of in essence alternate frames, but their totals of each frame shot will come up with a 1-game score. And now with a 4-bagger and a 31-pin lead, 23-year-old Mark Fahy teaming with Pete Weber. And a high hit. And oh goodness, 4, 6, 7, 9, 10.
That's the problem, Chris. You have to keep that ball going at a good speed, or else you let up on it. You see the results. Pete had the big 4. Gil Sliker had the 4, 6, 7. And now here, Mark Fahy has the big 5.
So he went for the bundle and comes up with an open frame after 4 in a row. So now a young man that is 5 feet 7, weighs 135 pounds, and is 18 years old, is ready to shoot.
Chris, that was a drastic mistake on Mark's part. He wasn't thinking clearly. He should have went for the 3 pins only to watch that count.
Look how that lead went from 31 to 6. You wait long enough and beat the sweep, you get it, right?
Yes, you gotta have patience, that's for sure.
That coming in the 8th frame of our first game. It's just like individual play. The winner advances to meet the number 3 team. The winner of the next game goes against the number 2 team. Then the tournament leaders, Anthony and Burton. And Gil Sliker of New Jersey answers back. Just amazing that he does not have a PBA title.
Yes, we've noticed this throughout Gil's career, and he's an excellent bowler. He just hasn't gotten that right break at the right time, but he'll be along one of these days and be a great champion.
Now the team in blue, Durbin and Sliker. Got that strike working. This is a 9th frame shot by Durbin. Didn't seem as though it was coming into the pocket, but it did, and that's a double. And that's the lead of 4 pins.
Mark definitely needs this to take a 5-pin lead.
Right down to the finals of this first game live. That's a pressure shot.
Chris, here's a situation. Pete gets the first 2 in the 10th frame and a good count of 5 or more, they will shut out Mike Durbin and Gil Sliker. But count is the essence here. The first strike is very, very important to them because that makes Gil and Mike get the first strike. If he gets a second, then it's all over with.
And I can tell that one of the legends in bowling, his mouth getting a little dry as he watches his 18-year-old son. This is the pressure that his dad, Dick, has felt before. Leading a 4-pin.
I think this is reserving the hit a little bit too high, and he's lucky to get out of the split, which he's thankful for, and leaving the 4-pin.
Close first match. Just got it. The winner of this match will meet Jeff Moran of Cleveland and Joe Berardi of Brooklyn, New York.
He definitely wants at least 6 pins here or more, Chris, to make Gil Sliker get the first strike in the 10th frame for the win.
Well, let's see what the beige team, Weber and Fahy, do here now. Well, the young man who became a father for the first time on Thursday. Pete Weber and Mark Fahy now sitting there.
Strike his first ball.
Shooting a 198. And now with that double up the 10th frame for Sliker. And as you saw, the graphic must strike to win.
Good shot, too, Chris. Good shot.
Oh. Would you believe a 7-10?
That's a bad break for the Sliker Durbin team. But, that's what makes bowling sport it is.
And for Weber and Fahy, they are the winners, and they'll go against Berardi and Moran. Another tough match coming up. We'll give you the final scores. We'll pause a few moments to hear these messages from some of the